Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Andrew. I am a vintage reseller collector specializing in mid-century decor, specifically 40s through the 70s, such as holiday, glassware, linens, textiles, knickknacks, and occasionally we'll throw some new stuff in. Today we're going to do a little bit of a vlog video. So, January, we're at the 25th of January. It's been pretty good. It's not December good, but it's still good. You definitely noticed a shift probably the week after Christmas, the beginning of the year. You noticed there was a little bit of a cutback on people's spending. Online's been pretty good. In person's been average, I'd say, but still good for me. I've had some good days at the booth, so I was very happy with that. So it's just a matter of trying to get out the Valentine's Day. As you can see behind me, I've started to put the Valentine's Day up. There will be a video looking at all the Valentine's Day. I did get a lot of stuff out Valentine's Day. Fortunately, I had quite a bit from the Christmas order. I gotta be honest, as somebody that collects Valentine's Day, one, it's been really hard to find here in central Pennsylvania this year. I have bought one, I'm looking around the room, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, I'd say, locally. Well, no, I take that back. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces locally, 1 piece online. And even looking online just at like planners and stuff, I have some planners out there that have been selling that I put online. There's a couple better ones that sold right away. There's one that's kind of a unique picture that I haven't sold yet, but I might have that priced a little high. I might take that down a little bit because I couldn't find any sold comps. So a lot of the planners I'm seeing in person here, they're probably double what you can pay for them online. So they're still sitting there. And I tend to think some of them maybe bought them online and are trying to double the price to kind of make up for it. But I'm pretty comfortable with what I have. You know, it's always good to find it out in the wild, and it does happen from time to time. I actually am going to make a trip this coming Monday down to Mother Tucker's, and I'll be doing a video down there. And I might shop around some of those other places to see. I really would like to get a few more Rosboro pieces. Halloween, Easter, Valentine's Day especially. So if any of you out there watching the video have any for sale, shoot me a message. Online, some of the asking prices, and I'm watching some of these things just to see if they sell, and I'm like, they've been on there for 30 days, 60 days, we're getting close to Valentine's Day. They're not selling, so obviously the prices are kind of ridiculous. But, you know, I always say I like to pay a fair price for stuff. If it's fair, great. If you're trying to, what I call, retire on it, it's not for me. I did this tree this year. We'll talk about that in the Valentine's Day video of the tour. I got the ornaments from the Christmas order. He actually had them already together, so I thought, well, you're trying to tell me something, so we're going to do it. But the other thing coming up that's going to be, I'm hoping this all works the way it's going to work, is unfortunately in the last 6 months, my very good neighbors directly next door, both of them have passed away. They were fantastic neighbors for the last 17, 18 years. Just the sweetest people in the world. Losing I can't imagine what it's like to lose both your parents within 6 months. I feel really, really, really bad for those guys. They're great guys. So we've talked about it. You know, they're going to sell the house, and everything in the house has got to go. And there's a lot of stuff. It's not a hoarder situation. there's a couple different scenarios right now that we're working through. There might be some interest for my parents to buy the house, do something with it, and then, you know, who knows what. But I've proposed, you know, selling the house. If they want to sell everything in it, we'll take care of it. They're going to need assistance with cleaning it out, and I'm going to help them out with that. So we're kind of, there's a couple different scenarios up in the air right now. So regardless of that, regardless of how the cookie crumbles, we're going to be cleaning the house out. And with them being out of state, we're going to see how they want to proceed and how they want to do this. And I'm hoping to take you guys along on that journey. I just want to make sure I don't provide any, like, I don't want to have any family photos or anything in that. I want to give them a little bit of, you know, integrity, but I do want to kind of take the journey along, because they were good neighbors, and, you know, they lived a very nice life and had some adventures along the way and brought some treasures back along the way. And I think it'd be cool to kind of document as we go through things and see what we find. And so I'm hoping we can do that. And, you know, it'd be cool to find some stuff along the way to collect or to sell or whatever, but we'll figure that out. So that's coming. I'm hoping that the weather breaks a little bit so that we can go out and do some more shop with me. Like I said, I'm going to head down to Mother Tucker's on Monday, see Jason and Tina. I know we had talked about, and we've been putting it off, but I'm hoping in the next couple weeks we can get together and do some shops together once schedules align, because it's been, with the holidays and the weather, it's just been crazy. So, but we'll figure it out. But I do want to get out there. I do want to shop some more. I think this winter, until, depending on how everything goes next door, I think I am going to break in some collections, do some collection tours, like the Flamingo collection, the Murano glass collection, see what else we can dig up. But it should be interesting. It's going to be an exciting year. So I'd love to hear from you guys too, of some ideas of things you might want to see. I'm always up for a suggestion. I might even look at doing like a what's sold video on eBay, just so you can see what inventory is coming in and out, just to give you an idea of what people are buying these days. And I gotta be totally honest with you, there is no rhyme or reason. It's all over the board. I had one person, and if you're a subscriber, thank you. But one person today on eBay bought 9 things from me. So thank you very much. If you're watching the video, I very much appreciate it. Got to hydrate here. Nothing like a good hot cup of tea on a cold night. And it has been cold. It's been, the beginning of the week, we had snow. We had about 8 inches of snow. The temperature was in the evenings, right around that time, maybe a little bit before and after, in the negatives, which is very cold for us. During the day, it might have been 10, 12 degrees here. That definitely curtailed a lot of in-person shopping over at Bedford Street and at the Time Bomb. People just were not going out. I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't want to leave the house. If I didn't have to leave the house, I didn't. I also found the cold weather was kind of dragging me down a little bit. Like, I was getting stuff done in the morning, but then as the day went on, it got darker and darker and colder and colder. All I wanted to do was curl up with the dogs and watch a movie. So that made me fall behind a little bit on the videos, because I do still have some totes out here from the Christmas order to go through. And it's getting kind of sad, because we're kind of winding it down, but it's kind of ironic that we're winding down with this and we're going to start up with that. And so maybe it's working maybe the universe is working with me here. That's what I'm hoping for. It has been to get started doing this full time, especially the last couple weeks. It's been a little worrisome. You take that leap sometimes, and it's like, how's this going to pan out? But I have found, and this is very, very true for anybody that's looking to get into this, the more you put into this, the more return you're going to get. If you're going to not give it your all, it's not going to pan out. You do have to be smart with how you buy. I see a lot of people in this business starting to go out and source and do like full-blown retail on it and try to double their money. I actually know of a person that orders their inventory from eBay and then marks it up double what they paid for it. And I don't think it's working out too well for them, because it just seems like there's more stuff in the space instead of going out the door. And it just, you have to be resilient. You have to be just on top of it. And, you know, you got to get out there and just hustle day in, day out. It is work. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely a lot. Doing this full time is a lot different than sitting behind a desk working on a computer all day. I will say it's a lot less stressful. And with what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, I think it was absolutely 100% the right decision for me to pull back, because, you know, I now have the ability to work for myself in my home, do what I love to do. And I also have the ability that I can jump in the car and go help my dad if he needs help, or, you know, anybody else in the family that needs help, and not have to worry about making up a day in the office. I think we're going to see a shift in dynamics of people being able to work from home versus in the office, and I think it's going to go more to in office from what I'm seeing so far. So I'm kind of glad I made the change. Somebody asked me the other day, do you regret it? Not at all. Not even in the least bit. The only thing I regret is I didn't do it sooner. So far so good. But it's definitely different. A couple people have joked with me and said, oh, you know, how does it feel to be retired? I'm definitely not retired. I'm working. You know, I'm working in a different game than I normally did. But I enjoy it. I enjoy being able to spend more time with people that I enjoy being around, and I enjoy spend more time with the dogs and being at home and being able to get things done and doing these videos. A year and a half, 2 years ago, I would have never thought I'd be sitting here now talking to people out there in the YouTube world doing a vlog. I was not a camera person. I hate having my picture taken, but here I am, vlogging it away. And so I'm excited. I'm excited for what the new year is going to bring. I hope there's a lot of opportunity out there. This time of year, it's a little slow. People don't want to do yard sales. They don't want to do estate sales. They don't want to clean anything out. They want to hibernate and make it through the winter and avoid doing anything out in the cold. So it's been last couple of weeks have been kind of a little quiet, which not necessarily is a bad thing. It helps me get rid of some of the back inventory. And it's kind of funny. I'm starting to see the bins that I have stuff stored in. I'm starting to amass a pretty good collection of empty bins, which is good. It's saying stuff is moving, because it's either going to the booth, to the Time Bomb, or to eBay. And that's a good thing. So as of right now, between yesterday and today, I have about 20 orders to ship out, which is really good. And then I have to get ready for Ice Fest. Carlisle has Ice Fest, and that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. January 31st through February 2nd. And what that is, for those of you who don't know, is the Downtown Association goes to the business owners, the ones that want to participate, and I'd say 90% of the businesses participate in downtown Carlisle, come up with an ice sculpture, and they put it outside their building, and everybody kind of goes around and looks at the ice sculpture. But at the same time, it gets people out, people shop. It's a really good day for the Time Bomb that day. It also is a good day for Bedford Street, fingers crossed. So I probably am going to run some sales just to entice people to spend a little bit of money. It's always good to spend some money and give back to your customers. So I'll probably run a sale in there in both places and blow out some inventory so I can bring some new stuff in. And I'll probably restock this week, so you'll see pictures of what's going to be out there. But yeah, it's going to be a good time, and that'll be the big event in February. So we'll see. And then once we get through February, we'll go to March, and we'll keep going. But I'm excited. I'm excited for what's to come. I'm hoping that to get to some more estate sales. I see my buddy George and his team have one coming up here locally this week. Want to take a look and see what they have once they get some pictures up. And of course, the auction we don't have auction this coming Monday, but we have it February 3rd, and hopefully we'll be able to get some cool stuff then. And I went on a pickup this week. I'm going to try to get into doing more of that, maybe even recording what I do on a pickup. Typically, we'll go in with a crew of people and pack up things and load them up into the trucks and take them back to the auction house. And this time around, I kind of went through a couple bedrooms, picked out the things that were sellable, did the kitchen, picked out that stuff that was sellable, and then packed it up in totes. So I thought maybe, one of these times when we have a really, really neat one, load it full of collectibles and stuff, I'll take the camera along just to give you an idea of what all goes into the auction side of the business. Working there, I think I've worked there now 17 years part-time. I think 17 years. I'm sure my boss could tell me. But it's an experience. There definitely is a lot of work from the stuff being in a situation like this packed up, and maybe next door would be a good way to show it. But we'll find out. It's gonna be a good year. So you'll see a lot of different things coming up. And like I said, if you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm always up for a suggestion. So thank you so much for tuning in on this vlog, and we will see you on the next one.